Jesus fucking Christ. I've missed you, old friend. Now there's a big old fucking topic in Burlington riling up the entitled Charlotte boomers on Facebook who peaked in their teen years, all the way to us impulsive, multicolored hair college zillennial Bernie bros. Which is crime really up or is it down? And as you can see from part 1, I keep getting the most uneducated, peripheral, and disillusioned-ass garbo takes. And much like when I see these NPR-pilled Charlotte boomers give their kids a hyphenated last name, which is child abuse by the way, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you all? But then I remember, Jongi, me, I'm the video guy. You literally have a platform that's fucked up your personal life and your anonymity by choice to help fix this. Wow. You're the one with the cringy biased educational videos. Yeah, I'm him. So yup, it's that time again where libtard with dyed hair and opinion negatively adds to the dystopian information consumption the internet has fucked up and disillusioned society with these days. Sucky daddy's teeth, boo-boo. Cause I'm back in the dining room. And I know I've jumped the shark with the fucking sketches, so no cast members, no skits. I'm doing an old school episode today since you uneducated assholes with a parasocial relationship with me feel the need to critique me progressing my creative craft forward. Sick! It's season 2, part 2. Happy fucking birthday to me, I guess. Boom. Hey y'all, I'm Johnny Wanzeran. Okay, not that old. I'm Johnny Wanzeran. I don't know, what do I usually do here? Fucking self-deprecating joke? I look like Draco Malfoy on a Percocet binge. Boom. Okay, now what do I usually do here? Oh yeah, set up a dumbass framing device related to the subject. I'm so dejected and just going through the motion with these videos at this point, since they're the only validation I get. So after popping a general vibe check on Burlington, the fields are unanimously, it's so dangerous here. And while it's no cap that crime is generally busting its clissy all across the country post-pandemic due to an increase of poverty, substance abuse, social issues, and inflation, is this perception of an increase from a post-pandemic online hysteria consumption, or is it straight fact? Fuck. I was doing that cringe thing all the desperate out of touch brands do using all the Gen Z lingo. Wait. I think I usually do this. Shit, I think I'm normie mid-tier now. Alright, now it's true a recent short-term surge in gun incidents, burglaries, and car thefts have been a factor in the knee-jerk opinions from the Facebook timeline of your MAGA-pilled uncle in St. Albans who wants to suck off the Cheeto Man. But when you peek the long-term data, it shows it's down about a third of what it was a decade ago. Just like your uncle in St. Albans' life. There's a reason he's living there. In fact, violent rates have actually dropped down 13.2% between 2019 and 2021. And when you analyze this little surge, while some of this is tied to more serious crimes, it's mostly tied to petty thefts, with vehicle crimes taking up a majority of that, as the college kids on Black Market U have cried about, with the recent uptick in catalytic converter thefts. You know, the same kids that actually choose to go to Sputies. They like actually make the decision to go there. They go into that place. But yo, newsflash, this uptick in petty theft spring crimes happens every fucking spring. But since you college kids only trash our town for 4 years, you always think that bike thefts and car break-ins are something new. It's literally happened every fucking year I've been alive. You know, burglaries are actually down 44% since 2012. It was only slightly up in 2021 with 205 cases from 2020. All I gotta say is, you ain't at mom's cul-de-sac in Massachusetts no more. Now, gunfire incidents are up, yet that category and its numbers are more nuanced than just murder. Of the 14 gunfire incidences so far this year, 5 have actually harmed someone, with 1 actual death. And not to diminish the horrific post-pandemic rise of domestic violent cases around the country involving guns, but an analysis into these recent patterns, and from my personal experience wasting my good years here, it's mostly drug related. It always is. It's people who know each other, and in a lot of cases, repeat offenses. This shit has been happening here since my mom conceived me in a bathroom at Sean on Oz. Hey mom in the crowd, hope this isn't weird for ya. Grand larcenies and felony level thefts are actually down 30% over that 10-year span. In fact, these crimes are statistically worse in other Vermont cities right now, such as Rut Vegas. I hope my dude's still wearing that 2003 Bama Jera-style beanie brim hat, or protected Rutland's Taco Bell at all costs. Now yes, there's many different factors that may suggest these numbers might be off the past few years, but I'll get to them soon, okay? Fucking slow your roll down there in the comments. Watch the whole video before you run your goddamn fucking mouth about shit that I didn't say in the video when I actually did. Hey JK, I love you. I like making these. Like and subscribe. Now let's talk po-po shit. Due to the 2020 BLM protests, Burlington was actually one of the first cities to defund the police 30% through attrition. Now my Bernie-pilled Wanzersim, stay with me, we'll get there. I generally fucking hate the police system in this country due to its militarization and systematic racist issues found in its management, but honestly, I think Burlington jumped the gun with its defunding plan. Hold up. Which that wording, defund the police, incorrectly represents the actual goal of the movement, which is to reassess the police budget and management. In my opinion, what's executed too fast and not effectively by the city. Don't cancel me though yet, because I got some shit to say about them. I always have to walk on eggshells with these fucking videos. I'm literally trying to help you guys. Now, this whole process caused a lot of police officers to quit due to feeling a lack of support from the town, which, yeah, some of you are fucking garbo. But it dipped the force down from its initial 91 police officers, well below the 74 attrition plan cap, to 54 cops, which, I agree, it's low. Wait, but here's where I have a fucking problem. Mayor Mira Weinturd and his sidekick manslave Chief Murad have blamed crime going up due solely to this cut, which, surprise, is not as nuanced as their narrative wants you to believe. And keep in mind, it's statistically up all over the country right now. But I got a lot of facts to say right now with not a lot of jokes, so here's me in a Minion costume, because sing along at home, kids. I'm cringe, this movie is a relevant hashtag right now, and I'm a lazy creator. God, it's so fucking hot right now. Their main argument is that fewer cops have meant fewer patrols and call responses, particularly to Priority 1 calls, which are calls where an immediate threat to a life is involved, so the kind that would include violent crimes as well. P1 calls are indeed up, but when you look into what these calls have actually been recently, a majority of them are vehicle crashes, overdoses, restraining orders for courts, 911 hangups, and suicide attempts, aka calls rooted in folks struggling post-pandemic. Not the violent crimes that have relatively been the same number throughout the years, with minor spikes and decreases, that are at the forefront of the dynamic dipshits' argument for funding. So while they do need police to cover all priorities, they improperly use violent crimes to fearmonger the town into refunding, to distract the duo's ineffective staffing schemes, inadequate training, and lack of oversight. Something the ACLU, the co-chair of the Burlington Police Commission, who was quoted saying Burlington is actually safer now than it was 5 years ago, and that the narrative that crime is up is actually inaccurate, and the official city CNA assessment, an assessment that should have happened before the defunding, not after, all back me up on this statement. Oh, and let's not forget the strategic way they left cops off patrolling busy areas at night. Another thing the assessment gave a better staffing schedule for, that was ignored due to corrupt police unions. Alright, who out there do I have hating me now? Disillusioned reactionary leftists, centrist unempathetic millionaires, right-leaning redneck incels, snowflake police officers, inept politicians who suck at their jobs, my mom, my obsessive fans who don't understand boundaries with me. Oops. Hey, birthday Johnny in the crowd. Is this awkward for you right now?
No, I'm fucking wasted right now. I don't give a shit, Johnny.
Oh wait, you know what? Let me fuck the news media in the butthole now. Now, a majority of news outlets who strategically focus on exacerbating crime stories due to its hot topic appeal right now because it gets them BuzzFeed type click-through rates have also been biased to this agenda by only interviewing cops, politicians, and business owners and their clickbait garbage shit to the point an international smear campaign emerged covering the defunding process to make us an example to the rest of the country trying to do this. Even though Murad, that's their couple name since they love sucking off each other's ding-dongs, they've been little baby bitch boys, fighting and not compromising every little step of the defunding process. And boy, I'd love to say that Chief Murad isn't putting on an act right now, but it's kind of awkward giving him the benefit of the doubt since when I Google searched his name, I came across his hilarious C-list acting reel from the 90s. Oh yeah, where he was literally typecasted playing officers and security guards on fucking X-Files, Melrose Place, and Beverly Hills 90210. He acted, he played officers. Not suggesting anything, but he's got the experience. Thank you, God, for the niche content again. All this pressure recently broke down City Council into giving the police a $1.12 million refunding investment in hiring bonuses, housing stipends, and other incentives, plus raises in order to get and keep officers. But are the proposed 85 officers really the answer to solving the crime issue here? Is Councilor Ali Zhang's suggested $600K for a new crisis response team based on a Eugene, Oregon model the answer? What about Police Commissioner Seguino's suggestion, suggesting the data highlights opportunities to deploy other city staff in place of police officers, such as home check-ins reassigned a community support liaison who essentially function as a social worker, saying offsetting these situations would make the worry of some officers less of an issue? Is that the solution? I don't know. It's a bureaucratically complicated topic that's also not so nuanced. Even the dipshits we voted in can't figure it out. Now let's get back to the critiques that the numbers might be slightly askewed. Murad says business owners are not reporting shoplifters due to unstaffed police. But funny enough, I actually interviewed some of them and a few of them told me it was because of passive-aggressive responses from the police. One owner was told sarcastically over the phone,
"Call a social worker."
This was a bouncer at a bar trying to get a very violent person out of there. Some even told me they straight up don't trust police and are opting to post on social media instead. In fact, a lot of citizens have become disillusioned with the cops after the George Floyd protests. But I'll come back to that momentarily. Now let's talk about people's mixed perception on this shit. Why is it all over the fucking place? Well, like I said in part 1, many different things can affect a person's perspective. News information, the prevalence of social media use, social economic status, political affiliation, distrust in biased media, trauma parallel to a crime, your gender, gender, your ethnicity, your proximity to a crime, or even just your natural human insecurities. Keep that concept in mind. Unlike this chuckle fuck who couldn't understand I was interviewing people, so you all could grasp the concept for yourself and said,
"This content is beneath you and you're wasting your time."
No, you're a dipshit that missed the entire meta of the video. That was recapped at the end, by the way, you fucking dumbass. But you know what, motherfucker? No more jokes. Fuck you. Have fun with the boring section. Let's talk about the prevalence of crime posts on social media right now. While it may seem like you're seeing way more people posting about crimes happening to them, it doesn't necessarily mean more crimes are actually happening. It means more people have opted to post online rather than call the cops. Now you seeing this constant doom posting about crime, not to mention the media pushing sensationalized posts in your face for clicks, subconsciously starts a trend. People constantly see it, then when a crime happens to them, they go, "Oh yeah, gotta post about it online." Because you physically see it posted more, you think it's actually happening more. The boogeyman of crime is constantly on your mind, playing to your traumas or insecurities. It's kind of like if you watch a scary movie before bed, then when you turn off the lights to go to sleep, you're kind of on edge for no reason, right? As opposed to if you watched a comedy instead. This is what constant internet exposure to crime has done to you all. Why some think it's more dangerous here, when in reality, it's basically the fucking same. You just weren't aware. Like how a dinky little niche business who moved its restaurant to Essex in the 90s over a permit dispute with the city and kept their sketchy crack den looking building as a distribution center slash bait and tackle shop with weird early hours aligned with early bird fishermen schedules gets labeled as a drug front for the mob. Because that hobby doesn't align with your everyday life, or you let an idiot like me flood your feed with comedic hysteria about it, your insecurities make you assume the worst without any substantial evidence to back it up. What? You thought I had some epic joke planned? Nope. This was all an elaborate example to teach you a parallel lesson about your quick media consumption. But the dumbest anomaly I didn't anticipate were you stupid motherfuckers who had the joke fly right over your empty head, who were specifically telling me what Raise actually does in the comments, with one chick even threatening me in the DMs. So I put a link below in the comments specifically for you dipshits to the definition of satire, since the Heinsberg school system seems to have failed you. So is crime up or down? Well, the TLDR is, overall, crime is down over a long data trend, but the crimes we only give a shit to talk about are up, but only slightly in the small window of this post-pandemic landscape, which could very well be an anomaly of a trend spike, which has been common in these decade-long numbers. Hiring more cops to patrol outside stores and such probably won't deter thefts, since they can't always be around when a crime happens. Maybe just respond to it and stop the tail end of it, which we could use probably a few more officers for that. Probably not the 85 they're asking for, though. But what I do know is it won't solve the underlying issue that caused the increase in these particular crimes, which again is poverty, substance abuse, and social issues that worsen from COVID. ODs are up, rents are up, houseless population's up, and even just locking people up will not fix crime. It could even make it worse. If that method were successful, we'd see super low crime rates in Republican/tough cities right now. But spoiler, that hasn't happened. Rates are still high in those places. My personal opinion as a citizen is tackling the gentrification of this city, the economic instability from COVID and inflation. But is that the solution? I don't fucking know. I'm not an expert. I'm not a goddamn politician, and I'd fucking kill myself if I was. I'm just a comedian, a political satirist, and a concerned, educated townie asshole who pretends to be a journalist in his dining room. I find an issue, I expose it, I educate, and then I make a joke about putting my penis in Miro's mouth. I'm literally a problematic, biased news source. I'm not this fucking God-sent angel you parasocially impaired asshole fans and haters all put me on a pedestal for, because I learned how to edit try-hard videos from tutorials on YouTube from fucking 8-year-olds in Bulgaria. That's it. That's it. I'm fucking done. I'm fucking done. I'm done fucking making these. I don't even like doing it anymore. The expectations, the critiques, it's just... I'm out. Just kidding. Actually don't give a fuck what any of you think. That's satire. Something a lot of you dipshits don't get. And if you're upset over this video, maybe you should touch some grass and suck my ding dong. But seriously, stop being weird to me in my DMs and in public. Love you all.
Now it's time to get fucking wasted.
Wabot! Fuck. I guess that was kind of a skit. Shit.